What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title called Scorchlands. From what I've seen so far, from trailers and whatnot, this is a game about magically terraforming planets, basically. And so it doesn't go from a sci-fi angle, where you're trying to raise oxygen levels and pH balance the place and get the proper temperatures and whatnot. This game is kind of in a different direction than that. You are a magical society that changes terrain in your image in order to accomplish certain goals, and I think that's actually kind of an interesting and compelling idea. So when the developers fired over a demo earlier this week, I figured I'd take a look at it. Today we're going to be doing our first impressions. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you wanted to check the game out, I'll have a link for you down below in the description. Aside from that, you can also take a look down there from my Discord and my Twitch stream, just in case you wanted to hang out live. I frequently talk about and or live stream the stuff that I'm showing off here on the channel. It's been a lot of demos lately, so I've been playing a lot of other things like Medieval Dynasty, but once full builds start coming out, we'll get back into deep dives. So for the sake of this video, I think we are going to play the tutorial just so that you can get a rough idea of kind of the sense of humor that the game has, and also what the base gameplay mechanics are. It's probably a good idea as well. I think it makes a really, really good teaser for a game that's not out yet. It shows off the mechanics, I guess, in a thorough way, since there's a pretty good chance that as a first impressions player, I'm probably going to skip over some things or not notice some things. So let's do it. We'll go movement first. The movement is quite simple. You just run around, but you know. Hello, I'm your substitute junior grandmaster tutorial master. Name's Patrick. I have good news for you. You've been promoted, and your new assignment is the Grand Commander of the Helium Moon Research Expedition Project. Hey, that's a hell of a promotion. That's a big step up from shovel duty. I gotta say, we used to be a shoveler. Man, the simpler times we used to occupy, just spending our days shoveling instead of planning and logistically supplying complex space programs. Well, congratulations. Let's start by learning how to survey your surroundings. So movement in this game is pretty simple. Pretty much all you got to do is you can zoom in and you can zoom out. You can move around with right click, and then you can also run around freely. In fact, our little guy, we play this game from the perspective of a little bird that's building colonies and supplying various things to various places. But the cool thing about it is you kind of get to run around Factorio style, like you're not really from like a god view up above. I actually kind of prefer it when it's like this. Makes things a little bit more interesting. I see you're ready. Great. This structure's called a spire. It's the heart of your colony. See the big Chloe crystal on top? You know what it does? It is magic. It's capable of converting hostile volcanic terrain into livable environments, and in the right conditions, interplanetary teleportation. That's right, we're going to the moon, baby. It's time to put on your moon pants, Commander. Let's make some moon science. But before our little scientific expedition can begin, we gotta go over the basics. So it looks like some genius decided to build random stuff next to the mountain. We're not gonna be able to mine with all those buildings in the way, so let's help the poor guy out and let's just level the whole thing to the ground. Okay, sounds good. Leveling is very, very easy. You just go to the dynamite over here. And this game is all about stamping out tons and tons of buildings, basically, all at once in order to get your production right. So it's not going to be a fiddly-diddly game about, like, carefully managing, like, various things. This is a game where you're like, I need more stone. Stamp, 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 and you stamp out mines all along the side of an entire mountain range. It kind of reminds me of, God, what was the name of that game where you were building rockets to save human beings from an impending cataclysm? Like, you had to balance out your economy in order to build rockets and stuff like that. There was another game a while back that I can't quite recall the name of that all blends together, man. I cover, like, I lay eyes on like 150 games a week, and it all kind of bleeds together sometimes. There was another one where you stamp out stuff really quickly that was a lot like this game, where you were trying to build rockets to escape Earth, and you could do it like in an ecological way, or you could do it like in a really aggressive, exploitative way. And I'm not recalling the name now. I can see the developer's face in my head, and I can't remember the name of the game. Let's go ahead and we'll put these mines down. And as you can see in the bottom left, it's going to start accumulating stone. Now, this game doesn't give you like an individualized value, so we're not getting like 2 stone per second per se. Instead, we basically just have like 2 stone surplus. And then this number will go down as we start to make things that use up stone. And as you can see, the building is very, very stampy. It's very quick, it's very easy, it takes very little effort. Anyways, now it wants me to produce stone slabs. So yeah, we can do that. We go ahead and put these right here, and as you can see, they're getting like an efficiency bonus right there. So we're actually getting way, way more stone slabs than I think we're supposed to get, just due to the fact that it's got adjacency bonuses by how many things that it's surrounded by. As you can see, it's also adjusting the amount of stone surplus we have right now with each one of these that we place down. There you go. Now we have 6 stone surplus, and we've got a whole bunch of slabs being made. Now that we're making slabs, they want us to create some tablets. So we can go ahead and do that. So with the stone tablets, it looks like it wants me to put them like right here. And it looks like each one of these costs me 8. It's kind of interesting that it's not denoted on the tooltip down here, though. Like when you mouse over it, it doesn't tell you exactly how it's going to adjust your economy. So I just guess you have to eyeball it for right now. I'm a big fan of tooltipping that makes that stuff kind of very, very obvious. Like, what is it costing me? Oh, there we go. Once you've got it on the clicker, it looks like we've got 2 stones will create, or I'm sorry, 2 slabs will make 1 tablet, and the 2 is multiplied by the efficiency right here. That's what it is. Okay, perfect. Makes sense. And so buildings will get speed boosts from specific things in their areas. Other buildings, unobstructed tiles, that kind of stuff. Now they want me to build houses for the people that live here. And houses in this game aren't really for people to live inside of. Like, instead, they just give big efficiency boosts to things that are around them. And so you can see that this game is kind of taking a different approach to colony building, colony survival, Factorio-style production nitty-grittiness. And I actually think that's kind of what's unique about it. It allows you to do that process a lot quicker. For right now, we've set up production inside this little area right here. We've learned the basics of building things. So it wants me to follow this arrow over here, and we will do exactly that. I very much like the art style that the game's gone for, too. It's very saturated, it's very pleasant, it's a little bit minimalist, but also a little bit cartoony. It's got contours in there where it actually needs them, and then other than that, it's very, very, like, simple space. I think it looks really good. As you know, stone is mandatory for making scientific breakthroughs. You mine some, you carve runes on it, then we do some ding bada bing, and there it is. Brand new scientific breakthrough. Yeah, that's how all science works. All science is basically taking stone tablets and chiseling runes onto them until they glow. That's exactly what they do at, like, Oxford. I've seen it. That's what they do. We have research in this game and unlocks. That's why it wanted us to build stone tablets, is because we now use the stone tablets in order to unlock this stuff down here. Now, we didn't actually lose any stone tablets right there because I think they give it to you as a freebie at this point in the tutorial. But, you know, we're ready to build a new colony, so we can drop a tower over here. We're going to go ahead and get a new colony. Boink. We'll put it right there. And as you can see, it hath been deployed. Now, don't step into the death laser. Bad things happen. Avoid it. Don't stand in the transportation beam, a.k.a. the tissue melter, please. Yeah, exactly. You don't want your tissues to burn off. All right, so we can also upgrade this thing if we have extra population and make its radius larger. So there you go. Now we can build in an even bigger space. Now that we've got that space, let's get to another exciting task, shall we? This time, we need to produce some water to supply our other colony. All right, yeah, let's do it. So we need water inside of this colony. But to get water, we need supply gathering. So there it is. We bought supply gathering for 10 of our runes that we carefully produced in that other colony. What it wants me to do now is it wants me basically just to ramp up water production. And once we hit a certain threshold, I think 40, it'll be happy with me. Such a good job mining stone, making water, just like the Grand Commander of the Helium Moon Research Expedition Project should do. Okay, so now we're following a pointer again. Sorry, I was like, what's happening here? It seemed like it was kind of abrupt, and we stopped all our dialogue. Now it's finally time for something a bit more interesting than swinging a pickaxe or getting water, and that's, of course, good old long-distance matter transmission. So this is where we get into the core mechanic of the game, which is actually connecting all of these various colonies together via, like, mana transmission, or, like, these laser guns right here. Basically, you ever see the laser gun from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? The old one? How they use the big laser cannon to beam things onto TV. That's exactly what these are right here, except they basically transport matter around. Ah, aren't they beautiful? You're probably wondering how these naughty boys work exactly. Well, it's just too bad, as explaining would take me all day. For now, click on a laser and tell it to send a resource from one place to another, and then the bird brains inside make the magic happen. That's pretty much the extent of all you need to know. All right. So they want me to transfer production from one to the other. So import 60 water to the colony of Potsmito. This is Potsmito, so this has all the water production. So we're going to click on this laser right here. We select what we want to send over. Boom. And now this place has access to water. They've been linked together. Is all this water really necessary for a space mission? The sauna complex, I mean the colony, is going to need a lot of water. Sure thing, Samantha. All right, so let's go back on over here. And now it wants me to do transfer lasers. And so we've got our transfer lasers right here. I'm guessing they want me to take water and move it over to there would be my guess. Yeah, let's rotate it that way. There we go. And we're lasering the side of Jeff's house. Sorry, Jeff, we're kind of in between projects right now. Don't be upset about it. We're working on it. It's just, you know, your house, your stucco's going to take a little bit of a pummeling from our death laser. But the government's going to cover it. I promise you, we are going to give you fair market value recompense for that solid area of your domicile that was just knocked apart by an antimatter laser. That was my bad. All right, let's go ahead and move this thing on over here. And there you go. Now we're pulling in water from multiple directions. Very, very nice. And this is where you're going to get into, like, the real mechanics of the game, which is, like, moving things around. How are we looking on water, Samantha? We still need more for the jacuzzi. I mean, more water's needed. Oh, come on. All right, somebody set up another connection. This time it looks like we don't really have a direct line of sight. I'm pretty sure Dr. Gunter will know what to do. He's a magic mirror expert. Yes, I know exactly what we need here. A mirror put at the intersection of the two lasers. We couldn't really build any of these babies outside the border of our colony, though, but that's why we did a mirror catapult. We can place a catapult inside the borders, and it will safely hurl a heavy construct outside. You can also aim the catapult by rotating it. After play... Okay. Apparently, we're going to catapult a mirror over there. Mirrors, to me, seem like they probably revolve around being fragile, but the game... Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. I see what's happening. You got to have it kind of, like, perfect. Okay, and now it hath catapulted the thing. There we go. That should be good enough. And now I think we just need to transfer the water. So there's a little bit more water that we transferred. Hopefully all this water will prove useful for the mission somehow. All right, cool. For now, let's continue on to the last step of training, combat. Oh, I thought this game was combatless. I just learned a new thing. This one expedition that managed to come back discovered a huge density of monsters. They have also brought resources back with them. After experimentation, they managed to recreate this simple practice and combat scenario. All right. Anyways, these guys are very dangerous. We've got to clean them up. Hey, you got a minute? I'm to Luke. I'm a local magic crystal enthusiast. I also do weddings. Anyway, see the crystal in the middle right there? That's what keeps all the monsters going. If we get our hands on it, the cluster crumbles. Alright, so apparently we are capable of intergalactic travel and space lasers, anti-material lasers. But from what I can see here, our soldiers are wielding clubs. So that's kind of like an odd situation. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I personally sort of feel like, can I get, like, more units? Or do I just get that one? It looks like we can move over to here. Hey, we killed one. Nice. And then we probably got to move them right over to there, right? Yeah. We've just got to get enough warriors to basically bottom out their little health icon. There we go. We nuked that one. And then... Oh, I have 2 attack power now? Oh, sweet, dude. I have become more powerful. Nice, and I have captured the crystal. Let's go back this way. You guys... Ooh, we got another one down here, too. Ow! Looks like there's some tougher foes in there, too. You can only approach them with someone standing next to you and covering your rump. And these enemies will have to be surrounded by at least 3 of our warriors to be defeated. The pack's gonna be tough, but we got more warriors coming to help. All right, sounds good, sounds good. Let's go ahead and, like, get some warriors over here. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. And if I move to, like, right here, what happens if I take you down to there, and then, like, you over to here? Ah, we have slain him. Very, very nice. Okay, so I'm going to set up, like, right here. Oh, I can't. All right, go over to there, and then set up, like, right there. There we go. And now I think I can lead the charge, right? I think we got it right there. There we go. I think we just got a surround and pound, dude. Perfect. Damage control's going pretty well. By defeating those monster packs, you've reclaimed the terrain back. Very nice. All right, off to the... Oh, there's more monsters over here. There are many, many, many more monsters. All right, well, let me get my army deployed. And now that I have my army, let's get a 3 over here. He's now dead. Very nice. Pretty sure... Yeah, I think I can just, like... Oh, I can't. Okay, he's got to go over to there. Gotcha. Little flying monsters, man. We just gotta pick them off for a second. Me and Squad 3 are gonna take care of business. Can you guys kill him over there too? Nice. Okay, so Squad 3, come over here. Oh, he's not gonna be able to. He's got to go to the outside. There we go. Squad 3 can go over there. Perfect. Let's go 1 and 3 over there, and then 2. Oh, 2 can't come with me right now. I didn't realize they made like a full grid. Okay, let's go over this way. And we'll have these guys move back over, and we'll try to pick off some of these dudes over here. 1, you're with me. Please stop doing what you're doing. It should auto-path around things that they can't defeat by themselves so that you don't get that little bump back effect while you're trying to move units around. There we go. You go over there. I'll go right here. You go up over there. And actually, I think we gotta take out one of these guys now. I don't think we have much of a choice. All right, you move back over to here. And if you move to there, and I moved it there, there we go, and you moved it there. Perfect. And you and I... Oh, there's like a little bumper buddy enemy right there. Oh, we gotta get in from that edge, I think. Anyways. Yeah, I think we got to work from the outside in. So I would need like 1 right there, and I would need like 3 right there, but 3's going to get bumped around. Yeah, they should automatically path through without the bump back effect. The bump back effect's a little bit annoying. All right, we'll put you right there. I will move up to here. And is that all of my guys? I think I have 1 more down here, right? Yeah, 2. You come over here and see what we can accomplish here. So after looking at it for a minute, I'm not sure where our access point is that we're going to be able to kill this from. But I have a plan. I think we can get this guy right here if I line it up like so. There we go. And now it's going to start to fall apart. Apparently we can both get bumped out of the way. Let's go right there. There we go. And then he's now down. And then this guy should go down similarly. Actually, no, he won't. I got to kill this guy first. Okay. You go up there. You go over there. And they should be able to finish him off. That'll allow 2 to move in over to here and take him out. Then we've got... This guy's a little bit more challenging. Oh, I guess I captured the crystal. Fair enough. I wasn't even paying attention. I was trying to puzzle out how to get like a full clear on those left guys, but it worked out. Nice job, Cluster Man. You're a real crystal buster. Now that the crystal's been neutralized, I can show us to the free snack bar for breaks. Actually, that crystal is still very dangerous. You could end up on the moon if you just keep hold of it for a second too long. I just got beamed to the moon, didn't I? Well, off he goes. He's a true pioneer of the expedition, going in first and alone. We can join him in a more conventional way, though, through the spires, after snacks. Okay, well, let's check out this demo now. That's a pretty good death laser right there. I find a lot of the effects and a lot of the things they're doing with the game to be tremendously satisfying. Simple things like the flipping of the tiles and how all of the terrain is destructible and can have holes blown in it. I see a lot of possibilities here for this game to sort of blossom outwards and incorporate new ideas. Like, I don't know if the plan... It seems like it's designed in a modular way to encourage expansions. And so I'm kind of wondering if they're planning on, once the game comes out, like working on adding new things to it and whatnot, because the entire game seems to be designed for a certain level of procedural modularity. Anyways, welcome to the campaign. Here's some tips. Settle next to stone spires in order to set up mining and produce yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, so on our tech tree, I would say that it's probably a good idea to get up and moving with, like, stone. That's like our basic thing, right? So look around for stone spires. Okay. Is like that a stone spire? That is a stone spire. Okay. We can get a new colony right now, and we've got to decide where we want to put this. I don't know if I like it better on the right or if I like it on the left. This over here seems okay, if somewhat limited on how much I can expand. But it may give us access to a little bit of water if we want it. So we may be able to produce multiple things. If I can increase the radius of this thing too as time goes along. We'll start out roughly right there. That seems okay to me. Yeah, we'll confirm that drop. So there's our first spire. I love how smooth the game is too. Like, it flows very, very well. So there's our first spire. We've got that locked in. Now, we probably need to get on stone production. So let's just go ahead and do that. Looks like that one right there is probably worth it. Probably get one in right there too. We're not really producing like a ton of stone. Yeah, it's like fine, but not great. That gave us 9.5. Okay, well, we can mess with slab production, so let's see how that affects the overall sort of movement of our colony. Let's go ahead and get some stone tablets going too. Okay, well, we've got 4 stone tablets. Does that buy me anything? Wagga Booga. It's a good name for a town. Good as any, anyways. We still have population left. I would actually say let's go ahead and... Oh, my maximum radius is already hit. Okay, fair enough. I was going to make a bigger radius, but I guess my radius is... It is what it is. We need at least 6. Hey, we can get a colony limit +1. Good. I get the feeling we're probably going to need that. So let's go colony limit +1 for right now, and then we will take a new colony. I don't know exactly, like, this seems like a pretty good spot right here to get some more stone cooking. I mean, honestly, this little area right here has a lot of spires, so that might work out too. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll put one right there, and then we'll confirm it. Does that allow me to increase the radius of this colony as well? No, we got to get the research for the radius cap. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, good. All right, so we will get... Yeah, that's pretty good production right there. I'll take that. That one will work right there, too. Yeah, Stampy's worked out much better that time. Fair, I think I can fit one more over here, too. There we go. A little bit more stone for the road. Now that we got the slabs, we'll drop you in right there. You in right there. Probably you in right there, and you in right there. And now we're neutral on stone. The other thing we need is we're going to need some more tablets. So there we go. And... Actually, I may have gone overboard. Hold on, I went overboard. Luckily, destruction is very, very easy in this game, so don't stress about it too much. There we go. So now we have 20 tablets. What can we unlock? Anything cool? Yeah, I'd like to increase my radius. That sounds good. We've got logistics 1 over here. I feel like that's probably going to be important. What does terraforming do? The next step in understanding the magical energies that rule and reshape the moon. We get Dusty Essence. Gotcha. I don't know if I want Dusty's Essence, but sure. We'll go ahead and take Logistics, which will let us send things from one point to another, even though we don't really have anything to transfer around right now. There's not really anything too important. But we still have a little bit of our research left, so I'd probably take Colony Limit 2 just in case we end up needing to expand a little bit further. All right. We're looking okay. I think I can fit in one more tablety boy. Yeah, let's see if households will help over here too. Maybe it will. What does a household actually cost me? Does it... It looks like the household is mostly free. My guess is the things that go wrong with households are probably related to just adding multipliers to things that are like outside the production chain, basically, and making your life more complicated, plus they use up space. However, we got 3 more stones out of it, so I'm not going to complain. They want me to do Dusty Essence. Okay. I don't think I could do that just yet. We also don't have access to water or anything just yet either. Yeah, but it does seem like there's a lot of stuff to build in here. So that's pretty cool. So taking a look around, I think we need a little bit more research before we're going to be able to go much farther. It wants me to kind of get everything around here, and there's a lot of stone spires on this side. In fact, if I had seen it, I think I would have put my first colony over here because it would have been a much better spot to start out. But anyways, it looks okay. I love how the buildings kind of run together the more angled the camera is. Makes it look very sprawly and nice. I like it. Looks pretty. It's a very, very fetching game. All right. I needed another colony. And the other option is I could save a colony. I think I could just raise my radius, maybe. That doesn't get me too much, but it does get me something. Sure. I think that'll work, maybe? I don't know. We don't have a lot of extra slabs. Okay, there we go. We now have 42 slabs, which is pretty good, actually. Let's go ahead and we will do what we can to get some more research out here. Oh, I shouldn't place that right there. I'm going to need that for water later on. We'll scooch this on over to here. Not too shabby, actually. That got us a lot of research. That did pretty well, and depending on where I can put my households in order to get even more production out of this place, that just saved me a bunch of trouble. All right, let's get Terraforming 1. And so now we have Essence is used to perform terraformation magic. Deliver it to the Nexus with lasers in order to upgrade it and fuel the terraformation. Creating new biomes allows you to gain access to new... Oh, so you're actually terraforming the planet in your image in order to create the resources that you need in order to get to the next tier. It's kind of interesting. I like that. Okay, so with terraforming magic, what can I do over here? Looks like the requirements is that we need the 10 dusty essence. So it looks like we need this to be next to a geyser. So I think our next deployment of a colony is going to have to kind of be in this area. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. So if I go right there and confirm it, go ahead and deploy the death laser. Okay, death laser has been deployed. Nexus is another experimental and untested piece of equipment just like spires. And I think I can get line of sight. I might need to use a mirror in order to bounce the signal that way and into the spire, but hey. Alright, so we've got ether over here. We can't claim that one because it's outside our radius, so let's do something about that. I'm going to try to keep ether production to, like, things that can touch 3 or more. Okay. I would like households. Wow, the boost, though. Okay, so the household is good. I wasn't paying. Was there text running up there that entire time? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I'm like super into like producing stuff right now. This game is currently scratching itches that I didn't even know that I had because normally I'm not a big fan of Factorio styled stuff. Actually, what I'm going to do here is we'll take those all the way back. And then we'll bulldoze this guy right here. I was going to say, and then we can just put in housing, basically. Seems to be doing all right. I don't know if it's necessarily super efficient, and if I'm, like, properly making use of the stuff that I have. But we do have to figure out a way to get the dusty essence to the Nexus. So I think what we want to do, put down a laser right there. Okay, yeah, we're burning Jim's house down again. This might take some fiddling and possibly a little bit of creativity. Oh, the borders will destroy their building. I might need to remove this entire colony altogether and push it in a different direction. I didn't know that if I thought the borders overlapped, maybe it would do like a Civ thing where it became like one mega center. But it does not. It actually destroys the buildings from the neighboring colony. So you want these to be spaced a little bit wider. Okay. What's interesting is that I can't really just like place a mirror. Like, I figured I'd be able to place a mirror inside my own territory since I can catapult a mirror. But that's maybe how they keep it interesting. I don't know. We do need to get another mirror over to here. Or, actually, honestly, the other solution is we just put in another laser right there. There you go, and we complete that connection. And then we can just line up a laser right here to go into the colony itself. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's go back over this way. That's, you know, a little bit complicated. It's a little bit, I can tell this is going to turn into a spaghetti mess, and there's not going to be much I can do about it. Oh, each of the mirrors. Okay, so each of the mirrors uses up a bunch of dusty essence. I didn't even realize. Okay, I was trying to figure out what the hell went wrong. I was like, what is happening here? Why do I have no dusty essence? I am offended by my lack of dusty essence. All right, so that's good right there. And now we just need to do more dusty essence production effectively. Gotcha. Fine by me. And then we will put down households. There we go. That should be perfectly fine. And now we just need this guy right here. We supply the dusty essence. Yes, that is exactly what I want. And then this right here takes the dusty essence. Boom. Shoots it into the spire. And bam! Ooh, create a new biome, huh? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. I figure we drop the new biome, like, somewhere accessible. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be. Oh, and there's enemies now, too, so we got to fight them off. And then that's going to open up new production chains. Well, I'm impressed. Scorchlands, developers, very, very well done. This is a very interesting game. I usually do not enjoy games that are all about hard, crunchy production, things like Factorio or Satisfactory. It just drives me nuts sometimes that I can't get production, inputs and outputs perfectly equalized while also being like transit efficient. It drives me nuts, and I sit there and it makes my foot tap and it makes me unable to sleep. Your game is a little bit different because the lasers make the whole thing a lot simpler. And I also like the terraforming angle. Very well done. Everything from the graphics to the structure of the game to the design of the game to the overall idea of the game are very, very good. I think people are going to like this. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we had ourselves a little bit of Scorchlands, which is very, very impressive in my opinion. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for stopping on in. I will catch you with something new off the indie skillet then. But until that moment arrives, it's time for me to go. Thank you for the luxury of your attention, everybody. Bye-bye.